A YouTuber known as Danatar555 uploaded a video to the short section of the platform in June of 2018 that sees him filming something very bizarre while at his sister's house at 3 in the morning. In the video, we watch as Danatar films the lamp sitting on the desk in front of him. As we can clearly see, the lamp is completely turned off. However, when he pans the camera over toward the mirror, the reflection of the lamp somehow appears to be lit up. Danatar also clarified in the description that no other light sources were turned on in the room at the time of the recording. So why is the lamp appearing to be on in the mirror when it's clearly off in reality? The whole thing feels almost like something out of the Twilight Zone. Some viewers have also pointed out what looks like a possible figure underneath the table, though it's difficult to make out clearly. A second part was uploaded the following night, and this time we see this. On night 2, everything appears to be completely normal again, with the reflection matching the room exactly as you'd expect. One possible explanation is that the lamp may still have had a small amount of current running through it, causing a faint glow that wasn't visible from Danatar's angle in the room, but could still be picked up through the camera and reflection. Some older or lower quality LED lights are known to continue glowing slightly, even after being switched off. Still, the contrast between the two videos is pretty strange, especially with how clearly the reflection appears illuminated in the first clip. So what do you think happened here? Was this just some odd visual anomaly, or did Danatar capture something genuinely difficult to explain? We start this list with a series of videos from a TikTok user named Willowhunter based in the UK. Willow's account used to be filled with completely normal daily vlogs, but recently things in his home have taken a dark turn, and he has started documenting a terrifying escalation of paranormal events. It all started on January 23rd of this year. Willow claims he saw a door in his apartment open entirely by itself, so he pulled out his camera. He asks out loud if a spirit is in the room with him and asks it to open the door.
Video just before, well, I tried recording a video before and it didn't catch it on camera, but this fucking door just opened on its own. If there's anything or anyone in this room with me, open that door. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Right, look at that. There is definitely no one down there. Look. No one hiding behind the corner. What the fuck? See, it did it just before, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I just thought I'll get my camera out and see if it happens again.
Right in front of his eyes, the door softly pushes open, all on its own. Shocked, he walks over and pulls the door wide open. But there is no one there. Just an empty staircase leading down to the front door of his apartment. For 2 weeks, things were quiet, but the activity was only just beginning to escalate. One day, Willow was looking through some pictures on his computer of his only cat, Corey, and he notices something truly bizarre.
Just been looking through some pictures that I took of the house on my computer again. I was trying to clear up some space, like deleting pictures and stuff, and obviously there's them 2 pictures which I showed in the previous video. The rest of them, there's nothing to show. Like, I've really looked at them and I can't see anything, but I've just have a look at this. Right, so we've got Corey up there, and I remember taking that picture because Corey was peeping head around the corner. She didn't want to come downstairs. So that's Corey there. Who the fuck is that? Look. I only have one cat. I've only got one cat. Corey, I don't have a second cat. Like, people aren't going to believe me. People are going to think I've got a second cat. But I don't, I promise.
In the picture, you can clearly see a cat peeking out from the top of the stairs. Normal, right? But look closer at the left side of the screen. His cat, Corey, is clearly visible walking around in the living area. So, if the cat in the living room is Corey, then what exactly is peeking at him from the top of the stairs? Thoroughly freaked out, Willow decides to set up static cameras in his kitchen to keep an eye on his cat and to watch that hallway door. The camera captures this. The door opens and closes entirely on its own. Because it's inside, there is no wind, and there is clearly nothing attached to it. The movement isn't a simple draft. It swings open and shuts in a very deliberate, eerie way. But it gets weirder. Willow decides to film the same door at night. This door has blurred glass panels, allowing you to sort of see if anyone is standing on the other side.
Right. Just want to show it happening again. So, if there's anything in this room, can you... I didn't even have to finish. I don't really need to prove that there's nothing down there. You'd hear the dog go anyway. Right, let's try again. Right, if there's anything in this room with me, or, well, yeah, if there's anything or anyone in this room right now, open the door again.
First, it opens on its own. Through the frosted glass, you can clearly see there is absolutely no one standing behind it. He goes to investigate the stairs again, but it's completely empty. He closes the door and verbally asks the spirit if it is still with him. And again, as if on command, the door slowly creaks open. Finally, by February 16th, the activity starts to become more intense and physical. First, the hallway door swings open all on its own. Just moments later, the skateboard propped up against the wall suddenly slides to the ground all on its own. It looks as if an invisible entity walked through the door and knocked over the skateboard as it came into the house. But the creepiest part? Watch Corey the cat right before the skateboard falls. The cat is already staring intently at the door. It is almost as if the cat knew something was standing right there. So, is Willow dealing with a genuine poltergeist and a phantom cat? Or is this just a very clever series of staged videos? You decide. The first video we'll be having a look at today comes to us from a TikTok account known as DocsHouse23 and showcases a piece of home security camera footage taken late at night inside this seemingly normal house. In the beginning of the video, we watch as several family members wander around the house, simply going about their business like any ordinary day. But while they're doing this, something very unusual is happening that may be hard to notice. Did you see it? Throughout the footage, there appears to be some sort of strange, orb-like object floating around the room. Most of the time, videos like this can be explained away as dust or insects passing in front of the camera, but this particular orb stands out because of how visible and consistent it appears throughout the clip. The way it moves through the room is what makes the footage feel especially strange, almost as if it's deliberately drifting around the family while they remain completely unaware of it. A second video was uploaded later on, showing even more unsettling activity, this time outside near the back of the house. Pay close attention to the lower left-hand corner. Right around here, what appears to be a dark shadow figure can briefly be seen lingering near the edge of the frame, before disappearing from view. It's possible there could be a more ordinary explanation behind what's being seen in both clips, especially considering how security cameras can distort lighting, shadows, and movement at night. Even so, the combination of the orb footage and the figure appearing outside is enough to make the videos feel difficult to ignore. So what do you make of these clips? Could this family really have captured paranormal activity inside and around their home? Or is there another explanation for what was caught on camera? We have a bizarre piece of doorbell camera footage that was originally shared to Facebook by a woman in Arizona before making its way over to TikTok. The video is incredibly short, and there is no timestamp to tell us exactly how late in the night this happened. But what the camera captured crossing her front yard has left everyone who watches it completely baffled. Out of the darkness, a strange figure casually walks by, but the shape of it is completely wrong. It is hard to make out exactly what this could be, but it looks like a small, incredibly slender entity. And creepiest of all, it doesn't appear to have any arms. It just strolls across the grass on two thin legs, moving with an eerie, stiff posture. Many people online have tried to brighten and enhance the footage to see if it is just a weird shadow, a puppet, or perhaps an animal walking at a strange angle. But even with the footage enhanced, the mystery remains. There is still no logical explanation for what this figure actually is. It doesn't look like a human, and it doesn't move like any known animal. So, is this a late-night visit from an extraterrestrial? Or just an optical illusion caused by a glitchy camera? You decide. On March 28, 2026, a TikToker known as Jesseldu posted a video of herself doing laundry at home, simply going about her day as usual. A few seconds pass, with nothing out of the ordinary happening when suddenly, something very strange occurs. Right around the 9-second mark, a phone charger that can clearly be seen plugged in suddenly gets thrown onto the floor by what appears to be an unseen force, causing the woman to quickly turn around and investigate. She eventually picks the charger back up and continues with what she was doing, though you can tell the incident definitely caught her off guard. A second video uploaded later on shows the same woman relaxing on her couch, watching TV, when she suddenly experiences another unsettling moment. Something that appears to be a lamp is suddenly and violently thrown onto the floor, startling her badly. For the remainder of the clip, she mostly just sits there in silence, seemingly trying to process what she just witnessed. The reactions in both videos feel fairly genuine, which is part of what makes the clip stand out. The way the objects are suddenly knocked over also makes the moments feel difficult to immediately explain. Of course, there's also the possibility that the incidents were staged in some way, but from the footage alone, it's hard to tell exactly how the objects moved the way they did. So what do you think happened here? Could this really be paranormal activity taking place inside her home, or is there another explanation behind these strange incidents? We have a deeply unsettling series of videos from an American TikTok user going by the name. She claims that she is being actively tormented by a dark shadow figure that she first encountered while walking in the woods. Ever since that day, strange and unexplained things have been happening to her. Her fear in these videos feels entirely genuine, and the footage she captures is the stuff of nightmares. It all started with this video. She is filming in the woods just as the sun is starting to set. Watch the large tree in the distance. A tall, dark shadow figure is standing there, watching her. And the very second she points the camera in its direction, it smoothly steps behind the tree to hide. It is almost as if it knows it is being filmed. After that encounter, she began to feel like the entity had attached itself to her, following her everywhere she went. In this next clip, she is walking through the parking garage of her apartment building. Watch closely.
I was just walking out of my apartment. And look. You see that? You see that shadow? It's following me.
At first glance, everything seems completely normal. But as she walks toward a parked car, she gets an eerie feeling and zooms the camera in. Look just behind the vehicle. There is a pitch-black shadow figure just standing there in the dim light. It has no discernible features, and its shape doesn't look like a normal human casting a shadow. It is just a void of darkness waiting for her. But the true nightmare begins when the entity finally makes its way inside her home. In this final video, she is in her bedroom. She explains that her sister is gone for the weekend, meaning she is completely alone in the apartment.
Do you guys hear that? No one is home. My sister left for the whole weekend. Who is that? Who is that in my house?
As she is recording, a distinct voice calls out to her. It simply says hello. Knowing she is supposed to be alone, she nervously leaves her bedroom and points the camera toward the empty living room. The room is quiet, and no one is sitting on her blue couch. But look closely at the reflection on the blank TV screen. Even though the blue couch is visibly empty in reality, the reflection on the TV shows a large, dark shadow mass sitting right on the cushions. The entity is right there in the room with her, completely invisible to the naked eye. So, did a dark entity follow this woman home from the woods? Or is this just a masterclass in lighting tricks and paranoia? You decide. We traveled to Romania to look at footage from a paranormal investigation team, known simply as Ghost Activity. Now, what makes this channel unique is that they don't actually post pre-recorded videos. All of their investigations inside abandoned Romanian structures are broadcasted 100% live to their audience. Because it is live, there are no edits, no cuts, and no CGI. If something happens, it happens right in front of hundreds of viewers in real time. We managed to get a screen recording of one of their recent broadcasts, and they captured some incredibly convincing poltergeist activity.
Oricare spirit te afla, oricare entitate, oricare demon, oricare strigoi, prin puterea primordială prin care am fost investit de către patriarh, Îți ordon să miști.
Mișcă.
Mișcă poza aia sau dă-o jos, fă ceva. Maș de aici! Aoleu! Uitați pozele, uitați poșetele, uitați poza că nu e legată cu nimic. Da? Uitați. Uitați pozele, uitați. Da? Da, Doamne.
Uite, nu mai pune cu mâna, mai vei fa așa cu mâna, băi, prăjit.
Vezi, ai grijă, să nu te sperii. Oricare spirit te afla aici, oricare entitate, oricare demon, oricare strigoi, cu puterea primordială, îți ordon, prin puterea prin care am fost investit, să rup perdeaua aia. Trage-o cât are.
Băi, Alin, băi. Doamne, Maica,
While exploring a decaying house, the lead investigator finds two pictures propped up inside an old clothing cupboard. Speaking in Romanian, he directly addresses the spirit. He actually challenges the entity to make the pictures move. Almost immediately, the pictures begin to lift off the shelf just a little bit before completely falling forward. Knowing that skeptics will immediately call it a string trick, the investigator quickly picks up the pictures and shines his light all around the cupboard, proving there is absolutely nothing attached to them. But the entity is not finished. While still in the same room, the investigator hears a sudden noise behind him. He whips the camera around to investigate. Right in front of his eyes, an old curtain hanging in the doorway slides open completely on its own. Remember, this is an abandoned, derelict house. There are no electric curtains or hidden motors here. Most people would run, but he decides to push his luck. After seeing the curtain move, he physically closes it himself, points his camera directly at the fabric and challenges the spirit to do it again.
Oricare entitate, oricare demon, oricare strigoi, oricare suflet neliniștit, prin puterea primordială prin care am fost investit, îți ordon să miști perdeaua aia, ca să vadă toată lumea.
Băi, Alin, dă-o, dracu, chiar.
Să-mi bag. Încerc și eu scuze la mânuța asta. Popaș mânuța asta. A?
While he is filming, the left side of the curtain smoothly slides open once again. There is no one near it, no visible draft, and clearly nothing pulling it. It just moves on command. But the most unsettling moment of the broadcast happens as the investigators press on into another room. They begin filming various objects left behind by the previous owners. Their attention is drawn to an old stuffed teddy bear, which they suspect had moved earlier in the night.
Ești nebun, ce cu nu mai fă de asta, că zis că îți dă cu apă, cu ars.
Oricare spirit te afla în el, oricare entitate care poți să te folosești de ursulețul ăsta, prin puterea primordială prin care am fost investit, îți ordon să-l miști. Marș de aici, băgan!
Trebuie să zici aia cu investitul, vezi? La investitul ăla.
Mamă, frate!
The investigator brings the camera right up close to the bear. You can clearly see there are no strings, wires, or anything attached to the toy. But then, out of nowhere, the teddy bear suddenly moves all on its own. The sudden movement genuinely startles the investigator, and he quickly backs away. But even as he retreats, he keeps the flashlight and camera pointed at the toy, proving once again that there is absolutely nothing pulling it in the empty room. If you want to see more live, unedited paranormal activity, be sure to check out their content on TikTok. So is this team using elaborate invisible setups during their live streams? Or is this house truly infested with a responsive poltergeist? You decide. It goes without saying that graduation day is one of the most exciting moments in a student's life, as years of hard work are finally being celebrated and acknowledged. It's supposed to be a day full of smiles, or at least it should be. This video was posted to Reddit by a user known as Jonathan World and shows footage from a school graduation ceremony where everything seems perfectly normal at first. Multiple students can be seen lined up on stage, patiently waiting to receive their diplomas, when suddenly something very strange happens. Right around here, a young man can be seen standing with his graduation cap on, before it suddenly gets pulled clean off his head, leaving everyone nearby looking completely confused. The movement of the cap is what really makes the moment stand out. It doesn't simply fall off naturally, but instead appears to get yanked away with surprising force. It's easy to see why some viewers connected the moment to something paranormal, especially since the cap doesn't appear to move in a way you'd normally expect from wind alone. There is also the chance that the whole thing could have been some kind of prank or staged moment. Though from the footage alone, it's difficult to say for certain. So what do you think happened during this graduation ceremony? Was this just a strange coincidence, or did something unseen really pull the cap away? We return to a TikTok user named Rosanna. If you have been watching the channel for a while, you might remember her. She claims she has been taunted by aggressive poltergeists and paranormal entities in her apartment for over a year. Rosanna had gone completely quiet since December of 2025, leaving many of her followers worried. But now, she has finally posted a new video, and it is absolutely bizarre. The activity in her home became so severe that she temporarily abandoned her apartment, fleeing to an Airbnb just to get some sleep. But at 3 in the morning, she pulls out her camera. The nightmare isn't over. Listen closely to the audio. In the dead of night, you can hear a faint, eerie singing coming from inside the closed bathroom. Mustering up her courage, she walks toward the bathroom to investigate. Keep your eyes fixed on the darkness inside the room as she pushes the door open. The moment the door opens, a swirling, dark entity is visible right in the middle of the room. It only lasts for a few fleeting seconds before it vanishes into thin air. Let's look at that again. It looks almost like a thick cloud of smoke, but it is a strange mixture of black and white. And look at how it moves. It doesn't drift or behave the way normal smoke or vapor would. It aggressively shrinks and disappears the second she looks at it. At the end of the video, a terrified Rosanna confirms what her viewers had been dreading. The entity isn't tied to her apartment. It has attached itself to her, and it followed her to the Airbnb. So, is Rosanna truly being hunted by a demonic attachment? Or is this just vape smoke used for a viral illusion? You decide. We have a bizarre piece of footage that recently surfaced on TikTok. The original source of the video remains a mystery, but it shows a cyclist in the UK who set up his camera to film himself testing out a brand new bike. He mounts his bike and rides off, disappearing from view, but he leaves his camera rolling to capture his return. However, it is what happens in the background while he is gone that caught everyone's attention. Watch closely.
I'd say it's about 200 metres, if that. So here we go. After this car. Here we go. Right, that's that. Minute 10.
Watch the tree line closely. A strange, incredibly tall and thin figure steps out from behind one of the trees and begins walking into the frame. Now, at first glance, some viewers argued that this is just a regular person out for a stroll. But look closer. Its proportions are completely off. Its legs seem far too long to be human, and its gait is highly unnatural, moving slowly 1 second, and then unnervingly fast the next. Even stranger, the area behind the tree is completely open. If it were a normal person walking up to that spot, they should have been visible approaching long before this moment. Instead, it looks almost as if the entity stepped directly out of the wood itself. And if the visual wasn't creepy enough, listen to the audio. The exact moment this anomalous figure enters the frame, the camera begins to pick up bizarre, buzzing static noises. It is almost as if the entity is giving off some sort of electromagnetic interference that is messing with the recording. So, is this just a trick of the lens distorting a passing hiker? Or did this cyclist accidentally capture a cryptid roaming the countryside? You decide. Reddit user LazyStrawberry07 posted a video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, in which they explain that their father-in-law caught this footage inside his house while nobody else was home. At the beginning of the video, one of the closet doors suddenly swings open on its own, before eventually shutting again. A few moments later, a second door opens by itself, followed shortly after by the first door opening once more. According to the uploader, the closet only contains a washing machine and dryer, with very little room for anything else inside. They also mention that the doors only have handles on the outside. If you listen closely near the beginning of the clip, you can also hear what sounds like some kind of faint shuffling or dragging noise coming from nearby. The way the doors move is what really makes the footage feel strange. They don't seem to drift open naturally, but instead move with a quickness that makes the moment feel much harder to dismiss as something like airflow. Could this possibly be some kind of paranormal activity taking place inside the house? It's easy to see why the uploader was unsettled by what was captured. Of course, there may still be a more ordinary explanation behind the movement, even if it doesn't immediately seem obvious from the footage alone. So what do you think happened here? Could this house actually be haunted, or is there another explanation for the doors moving on their own? We have a video that actually made headlines on the local news. It is not often that high-profile politicians share paranormal encounters, but the former governor of Nuevo Leon, Mexico, did exactly that. He released security footage from his private property, and the anomalous activity he captured is baffling. The footage overlooks his vast estate, with a dark mountain looming in the background. Multiple strange glowing orbs appear on screen. They look like massive, concentrated balls of light. Some are floating right near the house, while others drift aimlessly near the base of the mountain. But they don't behave like insects or drones. Watch this specific scene closely. 3 of these glowing spheres align perfectly in a single file line, moving steadily up the side of the mountain together. They glide with a smooth, unnatural precision, completely silent and undisturbed by the wind. The footage has sparked massive debate online. Some speculate these could be UFOs, while others believe they are brujas, witches from Mexican folklore that are said to manifest as balls of fire in the hills. To this day, no official explanation has been given. So, did the governor's security cameras capture an authentic UFO sighting? Or is there a logical, earthly explanation for these mountain lights? You decide. The creepy subreddit is filled with videos and photos that are, well, exactly as the name suggests, and this post made by user AlFuriousCXII is no exception. The video, filmed by the uploader himself, shows him standing inside a children's museum in front of some kind of thermal camera display. At first, everything appears perfectly normal, but when he steps back for a moment, things suddenly become a lot stranger. Right around here, what appears to be some kind of cold body suddenly becomes visible on the thermal camera. The shape is faint, but distinct enough to immediately stand out against the warmer color surrounding it. The unsettling part is how human-like the outline appears, especially because it seems to show up only after the uploader moves away from the screen. That said, many people in the comments were fairly skeptical of the clip. One of the most popular explanations is that the shape is simply leftover heat from where the uploader had been standing moments earlier, causing the thermal camera to briefly retain the outline. Even so, the way the figure suddenly appears on screen is still pretty eerie to watch. So what do you think was captured here? Just a normal effect from the thermal camera, or something a bit more unusual? This next video comes to us from a TikTok account known as Tranquility Botanicals, and shows a mother simply trying to put her baby down to sleep for the night. But it's clear something strange may also be happening in the room. We watch as the mother gently places her baby down for the night, before slowly noticing that a jog ball sitting in the room appears to be moving all by itself. The movement is subtle at first, but noticeable enough to immediately catch her attention. A while later, the account owner uploaded a follow-up video in an attempt to show viewers that the footage was authentic, demonstrating that it wasn't wind or some other obvious environmental factor causing the ball to move.
Where are you?
Come on, I'm trying to prove something.
Can I hang out with you?
Yes.
Oh, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah. Observe.
Well, then here, and then. Let's do what you do.
Somebody was trying to say that.
I know.
Well, there's a gap between the.
Yeah, of course there's a gap. There's a gap in every single house.
I know. So that's what
So
I
then
was
here, I'll do what you do. Ugh.
My husband.
And the heat's on, by the way.
Yeah.
I just turned the heat on. So the HVAC system is up and running. Yeah.
The second clip definitely makes this situation feel more difficult to explain, especially since they seem fairly determined to rule out some of the more common explanations. Could this possibly be some kind of paranormal presence interacting with the room? Of course, there could still be another explanation behind the movement that simply isn't obvious from the footage alone. Even so, the way the ball moves is definitely strange enough to leave people questioning it. So what do you think caused the jog ball to move on its own? Reddit user Ben4333 posted a video to the Aliens subreddit a couple of weeks ago to share footage reportedly filmed over Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada on April 19, 2026. For the first few seconds of the clip, we watch as Ben records the nighttime activity around him, before panning the camera upward and revealing something pretty mesmerizing. A glowing object with a very unusual shape can suddenly be seen hovering in the sky above the base. The object appears almost disc-like, with rows of light surrounding it and a bright blue glow coming from underneath, giving it a look that doesn't immediately resemble a conventional aircraft. The way it hangs motionless in the sky is what really stands out. Combined with the lighting and shape, it creates a moment that feels genuinely surreal. It's easy to see why people interested in UFOs would find this footage compelling, especially given the location and the object's appearance. Unfortunately, Ben never really expanded on this sighting in the comments, so there's very little context surrounding what was actually happening during the recording. Because of that, it's difficult to say whether this was something explainable or something far more unusual. So what do you think was captured over Nellis Air Force Base that night? Over the past few weeks, the United States Department of War website has become a huge topic of discussion online after the government began publicly releasing hundreds of previously classified UFO and UAP-related files. The release includes military videos, photographs, pilot reports, eyewitness accounts, and other documents connected to unexplained aerial phenomena dating back decades, with many of the cases still officially listed as unresolved. The following video, which is part of the recent release archive, shows infrared sensor footage shot in 2013 in the Middle East. The footage is nearly 2 minutes long and was captured from a US military platform. Let's take a look. Although the footage is somewhat blurry, the object that first appears is nothing more than a small dark dot in the distance. But once the camera zooms in, it reveals a much more unusual shape, almost resembling some kind of a dark star-like figure, with several pointed protrusions extending outward from the center, making the footage feel even more difficult to explain. Could this truly be something otherworldly, or is there a grounded explanation to be found? Let me know what you think. Just recently, a few nurses working at night inside a hospital decided to enter and explore an old abandoned part of the hospital, known as the old ER. Seeing as this served as the emergency area, it is only natural that many patients of all ages lost their lives in this part of the building. Most employees in the hospital have decided to steer clear of this area, claiming that they have heard unexplainable sounds coming from within. But on one night, a few nurses on the night shift decided to venture into this part of the hospital. What they captured sent them running. Watch closely.
You guys. Haunted ER? We're gonna go. Haunted ER, haunted ER. I'm really good too. Oh my god, my head is huge. Chloe, so I can't even... Huh?
I was just close to the camera.
Yeah, you're right. We got a chance for the haunted.
Oh god.
Feels like
I'm not excited about this. I didn't even get to finish eating my sandwich.
it feels like we're getting on a You nervous? Why are you nervous?
Because it's hard.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
You see anything? Oh shit! That was evil. You knew what you did there.
I knew exactly what I was doing.
What? Chloe just moved herself. What?
Oh. Oh, it's a doll. Oh. Yeah, it's just a little doll. They want us training.
Oh, it's a train doll.
Put it here.
It's still weird though. That's so weird. Oh, that's freaky. Let's go. Upstairs. It's way upstairs. Yeah, it's upstairs. Sorry, I thought you were. I felt you were. It's just freaky. You guys wave in the camera right now. Reflection.
They like see me. God, I feel feel like I'm gonna see.
Oh, that's the same room.
Oh. God. Oh.
What?
Oh. The lights are on. Go in. Go in.
No, go in.
Go in. Go in. Figure out why the lights are on. I don't like that. I don't like that. Do it.
They look like evil eyes. You guys gonna come in with me?
Yeah, of course we're gonna go in with you.
Thanks. Ooh, it feels weird. Was that you?
Yeah.
This room feels weird. I don't like this. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Ooh! The curtain moved!
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. It moved.
Shut up.
It moved. It moved. Yes, it did. It did. How do you not see that?
Oh,
okay! Ooh!
What? What?
The curtain moved.
No, it didn't.
It did.
Shut up. No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Why would a curtain move?
How do you not see that? Oh, okay!
After entering one of the dark rooms, the curtain moves by itself, and then a few moments afterwards, a standing cane mysteriously falls over on its own, which can be seen from both nurses' point of view. They believe this to be a ghost of a deceased person who remained bound to this section of the hospital. They are planning to return again for a longer exploration, so hopefully we will see more soon. First video comes from the TikTok page, All Day Every Day. The uploader's wife had been hearing noises around the house late at night on the inside and outside, and her husband didn't really believe her at first until one night he woke up to some creepy noises inside his house and decided to check it out. Watch closely.
What is that noise?
The door to the attic can be seen banging on its own, but when he goes up to check inside, he finds nobody there. On another night, they are disturbed once again when they hear banging and other noises coming from one of the sheds outside. So he gets his phone out and decides to record. What he captured is enough to give anyone the chills.
Something is banging around and making noise in one of our sheds. I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm gonna go check it out.
Looks like a creepy figure can be seen inside the shed, quickly running out through the back and then again escaping outside. A few days later comes another night, and his wife hears something around 2 a.m. outside, and upon going to investigate, he captures true terror.
2 a.m. The wife just woke up, said she thought someone was playing in our back shed. I hope not, because it's almost falling apart. It wouldn't be very safe, but I'm gonna come out here and have a look around, see if any of the neighborhood kids are messing around or anything. Let me get quiet here for a second.
Looks like a person can be seen just hiding at the top of the barn. However, we can't see any light reflecting off the face, and it appears to be just all black, although we can see some of the fabric from the clothes. One glance was enough to make the recorder run straight back home without hesitation. So, could this be real intruder trespassing on someone's property? Or is it just a simple ruse? You judge.